In today's video, we take a look at a girl who is complaining about how she does not want to go to work anymore, and this man who refused to do anything or pay any kind of child support before he got a DNA test done.
In the case of Brewington versus Lee, when it comes to 3-year-old Giovanni Lee, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Lee, you are not the father.
Told you.
Hold up.
I already knew. I told you.
Don't look at me like that. I don't know God's
Who
plan.
else? It was you that
Did
was.
you just inject God in this?
I did not put him in this. I'm just saying.
This might be a little too real, but how do I tell my mother that even though I'm 20 years old, I've been working since I was 14, and I know I had to work. I've always had to work for the things that I want. I never got anything handed to me, but I'm 20 years old. I don't want to work anymore. I don't want to do that shit. I'm putting deodorant on because I'm sweating because I just walked up the stairs because I don't be doing any type of physical exercise. So, like, I just been laying in my house for like a week. I got fired from my job because I don't want to go. I don't want to show up. I'm yelling in silence because I can't yell. Because if I yell in my house, I get my ass break. So that's why I can't tell my mama that I don't want to work. Because you got to. You got to get up and go to work, girl. You're 20 years old. You got to go to work. You got to go to school. You got to do everything. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. And everybody I tell, they're like, just go apply for more. Shut up. I don't want to work anymore.
And this is what the women of today fail to understand, that it's not their role in a household to go out and earn the bread. It's the job of a man to do that. It's what God has designed us to do, and no matter how much they want to deny this reality, they just can't. And if they want to defy their nature, then they should not complain to others about their life's decision as seen in this clip here.
So for asking my daughter to stop complaining about her life, she chose it. My daughter, Gina, 38, left her husband, Dan, 40, for a younger and more exciting man from work. They broke up when she got hit with a condo levy. She asked him to help pay since he was living with her. He declined since he wasn't on the deed, and he said he didn't mind paying rent, but that the maintenance was on the owner. They fought, and that was that. She ended up having to sell the condo. It was too expensive for her alone, but it was something she fought for in the divorce. That was 6 years ago, and she's finally burned through the money from the sale. We told her to buy something smaller in a different neighborhood, but she insisted that she needed to live there so her kids' lives wouldn't be disrupted. In the meantime, our son-in-law just got remarried to a lovely girl, Madison, 27 or 28. Our grandchildren like her, and she's always very pleasant when we speak. She's pregnant, and the kids are excited for a new sibling. My daughter is back living with us. All she does is work and complain. She has to work too much. She can't meet good men. This new woman stole her life. It never stops. My wife is always commiserating with her about how hard her life is, and I just keep my mouth shut. Madison came by yesterday to pick up the kids. After she left, my daughter went off again. She was driving a new car they got since her old car would be impractical for a family of 5 to drive around in. The kids ran out to see it and check out all the bells and whistles. Gina didn't even say hello. After Madison and the kids left, she started whining again, now about how she can't afford a new car. And I couldn't help it. I told her that she made her choice to give up that life she had for something different, and that choices have consequences. She literally ran crying to her room, and I felt like shit. Her mom scolded me for being so harsh. I apologize for saying what I said, and I honestly feel bad about it, but I think she needs to stop complaining about her life since she chose it.
Keyword here is actions have consequences, and anyone, not just her, who makes a bad decision or a series of bad decisions should suffer the consequences and not mourn about it. Because if we see in this case, no one forced her to divorce her husband. It was her own choice and she should pay for it. And even after see such cases, there are women like her who say that women should not trust men.
So this is why we can't trust men, because about a week and a half ago, I was on this dating app called Raya. I'm just like having fun, whatever. I see this cute guy. I'm like, wow, okay. Follow him on Instagram, DM him, because my girl's got to shoot her shot. I think he's cute, like whatever. I'm playing it sort of casual. I'm like, I'm actually going to be in LA because I see he's from California, like not LA. So he's like, oh, actually, I was planning on seeing some of my friends soon. I'm going to drive up. I'm like, hey, bet. Like, wow, this kid wants to make a plan with me. So he gets here. He lets me know he's here. I let him know my plans. He lets me know his. The whole day, he's kind of just like giving me a play-by-play of what's going on. And he mentioned once like, oh, like, let's go to dinner, because I asked him what he wants to do. And then he was like, and if I'm, like, not done in time, maybe I'll just bring you food to your hotel. I'm like, red fucking flag. No, no, no. Like, first of all, you're a stranger. Stranger fucking danger. You're not coming to my hotel room. Second, what? So, anyways, long story short, he ends up being like, later that night, hey, I'm just gonna come bring you food to your hotel. I'm like, nope, that's okay. Like, kind of made up an excuse because I didn't want to be a dick, but I just felt something was off. So I'm like, let me know what you're doing tomorrow. Like, maybe if you're around, we could do something then. I have a photo shoot the next day. I go to the photo shoot. The company I'm working with, one of the girls, I'm friends with her, who works for the company, we're chit-chatting it up. She's like, how's the boy drama? Like, what's going on? I tell her about this kid. This kid doesn't have a fucking common name. So we see the name and her eyes are like, and I look at her and I'm like, oh no, what? She's like, there's this kid who drove up to LA, said that he wants to hang out with me, visiting his friends, and they have the same name. Like, that shit don't add up. So now I pull up, like, his Instagram and I show it to her and she's like, I found this kid on TikTok. I'm like, mic drop. She's like, he was literally texting me yesterday asking to hang out with me. At the same time, he was texting me. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just like, what the fuck? So, like, imagine he went and grabbed lunch with her and hung out with her and then, like, grabbed dinner with me. Like, mans is, I mean, listen, fucking bravo. Props to you. Like, do what you gotta do. But I want nothing to fucking do with that. So, ladies, moral of the story, always trust your gut, never trust fucking men.
When are these women ever going to learn that there are only a handful of top men out there? And if you all are only interested in dating them, then guess what? You have to share them, and the man in this case would hold all the power, and you have to agree with him whether you like it or not.
My husband is a great guy, but he's a creature of habit. Like, he goes to the gym at the same time every day. He eats lunch at the same time every day. When we go to restaurants, it's the same local restaurant. We go on vacation, same vacation spot. Yeah, right? I need to know. I need some help. What can I do about it?
What if you're married to a guy who every shiny thing that he sees, every new thing, that's what catches his eye. That's what he wants to do. He's distracted by every new thing that happens. That's not a guy you want to be married to. That's a guy you end up in my office when you're married.
Oh, no, that's
Okay?
true.
So that's the first thing. But the second thing I'd say to you is, you know, why does everything have to be one person? That's one of the biggest myths that I think ends up causing people to be in my office, is that the person you marry has to be the best lover, best friend, best conversationalist, best parent, best financial person to do a partnership with for your family finances. They got to be everything to you. Maybe this is something you're not going to get from your husband. Maybe your husband's not the guy who's going to want to go out to every new restaurant. So maybe you go out with one of your girlfriends to the new restaurant. And you know what might happen? You're out at that restaurant, you come home, you say to your husband, oh, we went to the new restaurant, it was so amazing. He's going to want to try that restaurant.
Okay.